50% of my business today comes from referrals and repeat clients, not from paid ads, not from cold calling, not from Zillow leads, from people who already know me, trust me, and send me the people they care most about. That is the most powerful lead source in this entire industry. And I want to tell you how I built it, including the honest timeline, because I think most agents who want a referral-based business don't fully understand what building one actually requires. Here's the truth I wish someone had told me early on. A referral-based business is not something you build in your first year. In my first 2 years, I was chasing new business constantly, every single week. Cold leads, open houses, social media, always looking for the next person. But during those 2 years, while I was chasing, I was also building something that I couldn't see yet. I was building a database of families I had helped. And by year 3, that database started paying me back. Referrals, repeat clients, people call me because someone they trusted told them to call me. That shift from chasing business to attracting it is one of the best feelings in this career. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to build it. My name is Scott Coomer. I'm a real estate team leader based in Arizona. Let's get into it. Before I get into the specific strategies, I want to set some honest expectations about the timeline, because I've watched too many agents get discouraged about referrals, not because they were doing the wrong things, but because they expect the results faster than a referral business actually builds. Here's the honest picture. In year 1, you're planting the seeds. Almost none of them are going to grow yet. You're helping clients, you're building relationships, you're doing the work, but your database is small, and a small database produces a small number of referrals. In year 2, you're starting to water those seeds. A few referrals might trickle in, but the majority of your business is still coming from active lead generation, chasing new people. By year 3, if you've been consistent, the seeds you planted in years 1 and 2 start to grow. The families you helped are now buying again, or moving up, or sending you their friends. The relationships you build are now producing referrals on a consistent basis. That's what the timeline actually looks like. Not 3 months, not 6 months, 2 to 3 years of consistent relationship building before referrals become a reliable, significant portion of your business. And right now, 50% of my business comes from that compounding database. The agents who understand this timeline and commit to building through it end up with the most sustainable business in this industry. The agents who want referrals immediately and give up when they don't come fast enough go back to chasing cold leads forever. Understand the timeline, then build the system. The first and most fundamental pillar of a referral-based business is that you actually have to earn the referral. This sounds obvious, but I want to say it directly because it's the step most agents skip, or they do it halfway and wonder why the referrals aren't coming. Referrals are not given because someone had a transaction close successfully. Referrals are given because someone had an experience they want people they care about to have. That's a completely different standard. Closing a deal is the minimum. It's what they hired you to do. The experience, how you communicated, how you showed up, that's what generates the referrals. So let me give you the specific things I believe create a referral-worthy experience. First, communicate proactively, not reactive. Don't wait for your clients to call you wondering what's happening. Call them first. Update them before they have to ask. In a transaction filled with uncertainty and emotion, consistent communication is the single most powerful thing you can do to make a client feel taken care of. And clients who feel taken care of tell people. Second, say what you will do and do what you say. Every promise you make to a client is either a trust deposit or a trust withdrawal, depending on whether you follow through. I told you I'd call you Friday. I'm calling you Friday. I told you I have the information by tomorrow. It's in your inbox tonight. That level of reliability is rare enough in this industry that when clients experience it, they remember it and they talk about it. Third, solve problems before they become crises. Every transaction has problems. That's just real estate. What separates agents who get referrals from agents who don't is how they handle those problems. Do they surface the problem, come with solutions, and guide the client calmly through it? Or do they panic, go quiet, and let the client find out from someone else? Be the agent who handles problems before the clients even know they exist. That level of competence and calm under pressure is exactly what makes people say, you have to use my agent. Fourth, make the client feel like the only client. Even when you're busy, even when you have 10 transactions open, the client in front of you should feel like they have your full attention. Because when people feel valued, truly valued, they become advocates. And advocates are the foundation of every referral-based business ever built. The second pillar, and the one that most directly determines how fast your referral business grows, is your database. I want to be very direct about this. You cannot build a referral-based business without a well-maintained database. It's impossible, because referrals come from people who remember you, and people only remember you if you stay in front of them. Here's what I mean by database in the most practical sense. Every single client you help goes into your database immediately after closing, not eventually, not when you get around to it, immediately. with their full contact information, notes about their family, and a follow-up reminder set. Because here's the math that makes referrals work at scale. If you help 20 families in your first year and you stay in consistent contact with all 20 of them, even if only 1 in 10 sends you a referral in year 2, that's 2 deals from people you've already helped. But if you help 100 families over 2 years and you stay consistent in contact with them, all 100, even at the same 1 in 10 ratio, that's 10 deals a year from referrals alone. The database compounds exactly the same way interest compounds in a savings account. Every family you add is a potential future referral source. Every family you lose track of is a referral that will go to someone else. Here's how I recommend managing your database to maximize referral production. First, touch every past client at least once a quarter. Not a mass email blast, a personal touch. A phone call on their home anniversary, a text on their birthday, a quick message when something happens in the market that might affect their home value. Personal touches stay in people's memory. Mass emails get deleted. Second, add value every time you reach out. Don't reach out just to check in. Reach out with something useful. A market update for their neighborhood, a home maintenance tip for the season, a local event or a resource that might be relevant to their family. When you consistently provide value, people look forward to hearing from you instead of feeling like they're on a sales call list. Third, make it easy for past clients to refer you. Most agents wait for referrals to happen organically. Don't wait. When you reach out to a past client, remind them gently that referrals are how you grow your business. Something as simple as, if you ever know someone thinking about buying or selling, I would love to help them the same way I helped you. That one sentence, said consistently over time, plants a referral seed in every conversation. Your database is your referral engine. Build it from day one, feed it consistently, and it will pay you back for the rest of your career. The third pillar is what keeps your database warm between the personal touches, and that is staying top of mind consistently through your content and presence. Here's the challenge with referrals that most agents don't think about. The moment someone needs to refer a real estate agent is almost never the moment they just finished working with you. It's 6 months later, a year later, 2 years later, and the question is, when that moment comes, are you the agent they think of? Or have they forgotten about you because they haven't seen or heard from you since closing? Staying top of mind is the bridge between the great experience you provided and the referrals that experience eventually produces. Here's how I stay top of mind with my database consistently. Social media content. Posted consistently. When you post regularly, your past clients see you in their feeds. They're reminded that you're in real estate. They see your expertise. They see your personality. They don't have to try to remember you because you keep showing up. By year 2 of posting consistently, 50% of my business was coming from social media. A significant portion of that was from past clients and their referrals who'd been watching my content. Content is not just a lead generation tool for new people. It's a relationship maintenance tool for people who already know you. Personal milestone touches, home anniversaries, birthdays, major life events. When you reach out on a day that matters to someone, not to sell them anything, just to acknowledge them, that moment sticks. People remember who showed up for them, even in small ways. A consistent newsletter or market update. A monthly email that gives past clients genuinely useful information about the market, what's happening with home values, interest rates, inventory in the area. Keeps you positioned as the expert they turn to when real estate comes up. Not a newsletter that's really just a sales pitch, a newsletter that actually informs. The combination of personal touches, consistent content, and regular value delivery keeps you in the top of mind position that eventually produces the referral. Because when someone in their circle mentions they need an agent, your name comes out of their mouth automatic. Not because they had to think hard about it, but because you never gave them a chance to forget you. The fourth pillar ties everything together, and it's a mindset shift more than strategy. Most agents treat every transaction as a transaction. Someone needs to buy or sell, the agent helps them, the deal closes, done. And then the relationship essentially ends until the agent needs something from the client again. That is a transactional mindset, and it produces transactional results, which means you close the deal and then you start from zero again. The agents who build powerful referral businesses think about every client differently. They don't think the person is buying a house. They think this person is joining my community for the next 10 years. And that mindset changes everything about how they serve, how they follow up, and how they stay connected. When you genuinely care about someone's life, not just their transaction, they feel it. And they tell people. Think about the referral relationships that have lasted the longest in your own life, in any industry. They almost always come from someone who made you feel genuinely valued, not just processed. That's what we're building here. Not a client list, a community of people who trust you deeply, who know that when they send someone to you, that person is going to be taken care of the same way they were. That's the referral flywheel. And once it's spinning, it generates business in a way that no cold lead source ever could, because it's built on something cold leads can never replicate: trust. Let's bring this all together. The honest timeline, 2 to 3 years. years. Year 1 and 2, you're planting seeds and chasing new business. Year 3 is when the harvest starts. Don't quit before the harvest. Pillar 1, earn the referral through how you serve. Communicate proactively, do what you say, solve problems before they become crises, make every client feel like they are the only client. Pillar 2, build your database from day 1 and never let it go cold. Every family you help goes in immediately. Touch them personally at least once a quarter. Add value every time you reach out. Make it easy for them to refer you. Pillar 3, stay top of mind between transactions. Consistent content, personal milestone touches, regular value delivery. Never give them a chance to forget you. Pillar 4, treat every client like a 10-year relationship, not a transaction. A community member, someone whose life you genuinely care about, not just their closing date. 50% of my business today comes from referrals and repeat clients. It took 2 years of chasing new business before the referrals started flowing consistently. But the business I have today, the predictable, warm, relationship-driven business, was built one client at a time over years of showing up consistently. And it's absolutely worth the wait. If you're an agent who wants to build a business that doesn't require you to consistently chase cold leads, a business where the phone rings because people trust you, not because you pay for their attention, I want to help you build that. I do one-on-one Zoom calls with agents who want to talk through what building a referral-based business actually looks like for where they are right now. Whether they're in year 1 planting seeds or year 3 ready to accelerate the harvest. No pitch, no pressure, just a real conversation from someone who has built it and is still building it every day consistently. The link to book directly on my calendar is in the description below. It takes about 30 seconds to book a time that works for you. And if this video gave you a clearer picture of what a referral-based business actually looks like, subscribe to this channel. I post content every week for real estate agents who want to build something sustainable, not just survive another month chasing leads. I'm Scott Coomer. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.